quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. To throw is Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Allen.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Allen. Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
They go with Murray again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range.
Here's Allen.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on second down.
They'll go again with Sanders.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Sanders. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
He goes in even 50 yards on the touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl.